I just finished an interview with Liza Trombi, who's the editor-in-chief of Locus Magazine, and I wanted to interview her because of the what I consider is the importance of that magazine to this genre of science fiction and fantasy. So, hello, Liza, and just a brief recap of some of the points that we went over, please.
We talked about the history of Locus, which is kind of cool because it started as a fanzine in like 1968. And by 1971, it had won a Hugo Award. And it is now a big, glossy monthly magazine that we send out. So that does a much larger version of that same small purpose it had in the beginning, which was sort of talking to readers and fans and writers in the publishing industry and bringing them together. Charles really liked the name. They had an argument about what to name it, and he liked the name Locus as the mathematical point where things come together. We are essentially nonfiction. We're a review journal, so we cover all the up and coming books we can get to in science fiction, fantasy, horror, and we cover young adult in those genres. We cover conventions. We list books that have come out, and we interview authors. We do international reports. We really try to cover the science fiction scene as much as we can, be that like one place you have to go to see everything you need to know about what's happening in science fiction, fantasy, and horror right now. We have the website at locusmag.com. So we do a lot. We work really hard, sort of like a ragtag crew of editors who all love science fiction and fantasy. Like that's the core of it. And the last thing we talked about is we're having a fundraiser. And we have a lot of very cool prizes for donors, including signed gifts and tuckerizations and chats with authors. And so if you're interested in that kind of access with science fiction authors and you don't have another way to have that, go check out what we have to offer.
And I wanted to do this interview specific because I really believe in the mission of Locus. There is nothing else that provides for the genre of science fiction and fantasy like Locus does. So thank you very much, Liza.
Well, thank you. It was really fun to be here.